Tennessee Titans and the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Short boot, taken at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing, Prescott. That's complete to John Ross. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 40.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Saquon Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
What is that? 19! Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
And 24.
Let's make these
Alert.
way back home.
On first down, Watson. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Go, go, go.
Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Army. Check. Check, man, let's go.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Set. 19. Right there. 56. I got you, son. Time to go.
Edwards now on first and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
19. 56. Check. 56. Time to go.
From the 50, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
64.
All day, every day, any day. Go. Mike 56. Who that? Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. Preston Smith there on the stop. From the 31, Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Shows his strength at the 50. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Grant looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Set. 19. In the car.
Strong right.
We're scoreless after one.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Set. 19. Up in the car. 56.
To throw on third down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On second down, here's Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And some space here. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 61 yards that time on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Set, ready? 91. Check.
On 2nd down now. Barkley, a little juke. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Hill. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Edwards. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Screen play, Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
59. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Got his man. It's Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Barkley. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Alert! Hey, 59!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to go down again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense,
accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 27, Watson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a first and 10. Here's Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, it's Grant. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
All day, defense. Put the boys down. He's coming. Shift. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Motion.
They go back to Grant. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's Edwards. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
56, right there. Not today, you are. Not today. 56. 56. Check.
31.
Now Watson on third down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Titans have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson now to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 49-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd down now, it's Edwards. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Watson. To throw on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
56. Hey, let's get in that hole. 26. 56. Check. Watch the run. 56 to Mike. 59 to go.
On 4th down, Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Prescott. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. Open man is Ross, complete. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Throwing here, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary. Maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him. And look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we may very well be headed to overtime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Prescott to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Edwards, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Mike, 56, right there. 55. Here we go. Check.
On 3rd down, Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. Give him 42 yards on the ground. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cannon. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it